Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor channel. In today's episode we will talk about Adaptive Biotechnologies Corporation, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name ADPT. Well, ADPT today is showing big red candle almost without any shadow. It's still intraday though, but you see it's red yellow, but nothing is changing yet. In general, it's a big decline that already third, fourth week, and we can see we are going at least from the level of 66 plus to 38, so really big decline, almost 2 times. And in general, if you look during the intraday trading session according to Yahoo Finance, you can see here that it's constant decline with some volatilities in the about 2 p.m. and also by the end of the day. Most probably we will have kind of a power hour effect. Well, the price will go a little bit higher, but at the moment it's minus 9.04% at 15 million. And for company with a market capitalization of 5.33 billion, this is actually quite significant decline. And of course, this is also coming with the Q4 report with missed, let's say, expectations. But is it really that bad? Because if you look what's happening here, we are not just slightly declining from the trend line that was strongly formed here from September, let's call it trend line T1. So this one is of course completely destroyed and smashed, but also we are already in the bottom of the trading channels that we were seeing here previously. So if you look at these levels, we are actually we crossed this one downwards, and this is really a situation where we can have some very interesting trade, because we are almost approaching the vicinity of very strong support level at about 36, and then something should change. The price should actually, if we go that low, it will reverse. So overall the situation looks like a very strongly lowered spring, because let's say the triangle R1 R2 was completely neglected. Moving average 200 also, which was there, this was very strong support line, was completely neglected. Only we see that yesterday here there was some repulse from the level of support of about 38, which also worked yesterday as a very strong support, and still working as a support. Actually, we are still holding the price there. The question is what's next, because if you look for all technical parameters, they are extremely loaded for repulse. It's not that maybe the trend will change completely, but if you want to catch the wave and make up to 15% profit in no time, this is a very nice opportunity here. So let's do a quick analysis for ADPT. As always, at our daily chart we have here 3 moving averages depicted. On the left you see their legends. These are moving averages 20, 50 and 200. Here the lines are, and if you look at them, you can see of course that they are all declining now, and moving average 20 is going down towards moving average 200, so later willing to form kind of magic cross down, but most probably it will not catch there, because what will happen is there is still big distance between moving average 20, 50 and 200, so the moving averages 20 and 50 will probably start dancing around each other, as they did actually all the time for last half a year. So instead of this pattern, most probably they will just do something like that, maybe on the descending manner, but still, which would mean very strong price volatilities. And it's already, if you want to play here, it's already an immediate buy, because anything inside of the channel S1, S2 is immediate buy already, because we are sitting at a very strong support. If we go lower, it's also a very strong support there as well at S2, almost a half year low. So the price should be repulsing from there really strongly. And with this being said, actually the level to enter here will be quite easy to play. This would be between 36 and 38, so let's write it down, 36 to 38. So that would be the first level to enter. You can already find if you will see it just before the closure, but most probably only from next trading session. And what we could have here quickly we could have red-white combination. So it might be that tomorrow's candle would be big white already from the level of S2, or we will go lower, and let's say from the drop we will start showing so-called white-red candle. So maybe we'll start lower and then just return. But it's really a huge distance between the current levels and moving average 200. works usually as a very, very strong attractor for the price, especially for such a big moves downwards. Also, if you look at RSI, it's extremely oversold, so there is a huge pressure upwards being built. And if you look at volumes, yes, they are quite high, but they are not ridiculously high, which means that actually last 5 trading sessions, the volume is kind of consistently stable, but it's higher than normal. And after this strong short, of course, there will be buyback and no shorting will be possible for tomorrow. So with this being said, it's a very strong spring loaded. And also if you look at MACD behavior, it's double negative wave with second one being extremely low. So it's almost bottoming, maybe one extra trading session, and then should be epic jump. And on this epic jump, it's possible to make a profit. And speaking of profit making, we always advise up to 10 to 15% usually. Don't go higher, and in this case it will be closer to 15% because this is very fastly moving stock. And once you make it, you can either re-enter on the next wave or just check other videos. We post many of those daily on our channel. Even those are uploaded up to 5 weeks ago are still fresh because situation discussed there could be just happening, especially if you speak at the lower levels, and you will be just in time to enter and make your profit. So with this being said, that's very nice, a very rare case when you are already in a very loaded position, very loaded situation. So at least the R2 level, or at least R1 would be for those who are mid traders, let's say a target price. So actually opening triangle R1, R2 will be the, let's say for mid long term traders, the price target here. And for short term traders, of course, it's 10 to 15% profit target for immediate swing and immediate buy on these levels. Should we decline further, what to do? Well, to understand this, of course, most probably you will need to look for, let's say, a bigger scale, because otherwise it the overall situation, of course. And to do it, indeed, let's at the bigger scale. So if we look here for ADTP for bigger scale, you can also see that there are other very strong levels. For example, one is very strong level at 35. It's not that it will go that low, but just we need to be prepared for any possible further correction. And if this is going to happen, indeed, these are the two levels that will be almost unpenetratable for the stock. So with this being said, let's name them quickly. These would be the levels of, so we used here S1, S2, so therefore it will be S3, just sequentially S4, S5 and S6. It's not that the price is going to go that low, because it's already really low and any moment the bounce back might take place, but we need to be prepared for, let's say, technical correction as a first level of support, average down, and actually for further negative news, if any, comes as a second level support, being S5 and S6. So with this being said, actually what do we see from here? We see the entry levels of being about 32 to 35 and 25, let's say, to 27 and 27. So with this being said, let's return to our half a year chart, and we write it here because we just use this one as a trading card. So the second level would be 32 to 35 to enter, and the third one usually is there for so-called negative catalyst effect, or for really like a doomsday effect. This is part of our mixed analysis approach that we use in our channel, meaning that the analysis we provide here is actually based on 3 major pillars. One is technical analysis, non-linear averaging down, and it's very important, non-linear averaging down based on the resist support channels. And the third one is taking into account or mitigating, hedging the risks due to possible negative catalysts that might come. Simply speaking, these are news or company reorganizational news or other business events that negatively impact on the company, which you usually cannot anticipate, but they might kick in any second. So you need to be prepared. So with this being said, these are 3 levels to enter and average down. If you are more for, let's say, numerical representation, if you are more for graphical one, then you can use actually this one, this bigger chart. Just make the screenshots of on an appropriate time moment actually of this video. And speaking of how to average down, it's still quite bullish, quite positive. So it's a classical here so-called 1-2-2 approach or 5-portion method. What does it mean? It means that the funds you would like to play here, you can split in 5 portions, and then you can buy with 1 portion already in the channel of S2, S1. Then you can average down with 2 portions if technically it continues to correct or decline, and you can again average down with 2 portions on the really low level 25, 27. This way it will be the best optimization for profit versus loss, and actually you can make the target profit up to 15% for this channel according to this opinion video, to this model. So try it, and also check other videos at our channel. At the moment, that's the way how to play with ADPT. Very strongly loaded, actually very interesting to play and watch for. So good luck with this one, and see you at another episodes of Stocks Advisor channel.